Hey, how's it going, folks? So, what is it, day 12, day 13? Sadly, I think my W126 is suffering the most. This is one car that I really have to drive a lot to actually get the best of it. And yeah, she's suffering a little bit. And one way you can tell that she's suffering is that, well, you'll hear it for yourself in a minute. Can you see me? Ooh, scary. So yeah, listen to this. Okay. The fan immediately comes on because I've got an electric fan. Now I remember the car overheated the other time because the clutch fan jammed. So sorry, it's not 100% original anymore. Not that it ever was, actually. I mean, the rims are intras. But here we go. Oh, she's still starting. Okay. But yeah, it was a little bit difficult. The clock is still running, so that's one way of telling that the battery is still okay. But you did hear just now. Now this is a big engine. It's a 2.8 6-cylinder engine, old school 6-cylinder engine with a fuel divider. It's not even really. It's like a mechanical fuel injection. It's not even electronic fuel injection. And I have to keep reminding myself that this old girl is 37 years old. And the fact that she's not been driven now because I didn't even drive this car much before the MCO, and now she's not been driven for quite some time. I don't know if she's gonna survive not being driven. I'm so sorry, girl, really I am. But she starts up still, old faithful, and she's actually a very comfortable car to sit in, just to sit in and do nothing, because she's got springs in the seats. You know, they don't make cars with springs in seats anymore. But yeah, I'm really sad that I don't get to drive her as much. The other cars are doing fine. All the Japanese cars are doing really well. Even the old Italian is starting up. The other German, the E39, no problem at all. But this old girl, I feel really sorry for her. She's just sitting here. And you see she's getting warmed up now. The revs are climbing. Let you listen to it a little bit from the outside. So yeah, a bit worried about her. I don't know if she's going to survive the MCO, because we've got another. We're not even in April yet, and we've got another 14 days in April to actually before the MCO is lifted, and that is also subject to what's going to happen. See, once I close the door, it's you can't hear anything. It's a different world. Really nice world. Wish I could drive this car. This car and I drove to Phuket and back, and she didn't give any trouble at all. Then of course recently she overheated, and at that point many people, I think, and understandably so, would have thrown in the towel and sold off the car for scrap. But I just couldn't do that. There's just too much sentimental value here with this car. The reason why they would do that, and the reason why you would see a lot of previous generation S-classes, not the previous generation from this, the previous generation from the current generation, abandoned, is because the cost to repair certain components in this car would actually exceed the value, the OMV, the open market value, or the OMUV, the open market use value, and that's why they're scrapped, because it will cost more than the car's value to fix it up, and that's what we call a BER, a BER, a Beyond Economic Restoration car. And yes, to be very honest, what happened with the engine on this car was a BER. It was actually beyond economic restoration. But I couldn't scrap this car. Could not scrap this car. I thought about it for a long time. No, that's a lie. I didn't think about it, actually. I don't know why I said that. I didn't think about it for a long time at all. I mean, I instantly knew that I was going to have to fix this car up, because I couldn't let this car die. It's just too much just lock the doors. There's just too much good times and good memories for this car that just could not allow it to die. No way. And that's why this is the only car probably that I have that I'm gonna keep till till the day I'm no longer of this earth. How's that? You know, such a good car. I really miss driving this old girl. Oh, I did something else recently. What did I do? I changed the horns. That's it. It's got a different kind of horn now. Because the previous one died. Horns are twinned. Have you ever noticed and have you ever wondered why horns come in pairs? That's because one is low frequency, one's the higher frequency, and they pair off each other and to create this sound, this nice kind of sound. If one goes, then you're gonna get a beep, which you really don't want, because you don't want to honk somebody in anger and it comes out like beep. You're gonna look really stupid. Anyway, I hope you're all doing okay. Sorry you can't see my face, but maybe that's a good thing. But you can hear my voice, so that's cool. I'm just gonna let this car run for a little bit and yeah, rev it a little bit. She's a strong girl. I mean, she's got a strong engine, but she needs to be driven. That's the thing with old cars. You really need to drive them to get the best out of them at any possible time. And I told you all before, my criteria is every car I own has to be able to drive 1,000 kilometers at the drop of a hat. I'm trying to... There we go. Can you see me? This is weird. Anyway, yes. All my cars have to be able to drive 1,000 kilometers at the drop of a hat. At least 1,000, and all of them can. So, and this old girl, she will too, gladly. But she's just gonna have to wait. Just as how all of us are gonna have to wait as well. You all take care. We've still got a ways to go. Yes, I know cabin fever is hitting quite a lot of you. It's hitting me too, so yeah. But just think of all the fun drives we can have once this MCO is over, and hopefully it'll be over soon. So staying home is actually flattening the curve, and you're doing everybody a favor by just staying home. So yeah, do that. Okay, you all take care. Love ya. Be cool, be safe, and we can do this. Let's fight this thing. All right, bye bye.